Okay, guys, so I did a speech for my 12th Lit service project. I was gonna do a different video, but didn't work out. So I'm gonna basically just read my speech out for you guys, and I hope you like it. Oh, and my topic is queerness in public spaces. Queer. A large umbrella term used to describe people who don't fit into the heteronormative lifestyle. But what does that even look like? What do you think is a definitive sign of queerness? And how do you know that you're right? Well, you're not right, because no one person can define how queerness is expressed for all people. Even people that use the same labels and or pronouns might not look, dress, or behave the same way in their queerness. Queerness is a fluid concept, and there's no timeline or look to being queer, nor does being queer make anyone more deserving of discrimination. Paragraph 2. Hope you guys like this. Stereotyping queerness, whether it be how and when you come out or how you behave as a queer person, is harmful. Many examples of this are fans harassing a celebrity claiming they are queer baiting for popularity until the celebrity comes out. One example is Kit Connor. Lauren Rowello wrote an article about Kit Connor and how his situation affected him. She wrote, Kit Connor, the star of Netflix's Heartstopper, came out as bisexual on Monday in a tweet. In it, he condemned social media users for pressuring him to share the details of his personal life. Fans speculated that the post was penned in response to accusations of queerbaiting. This term refers to performing queerness, manipulating queer audiences, or appropriating queer culture to gain attention and favor in the LGBTQ community. She also wrote, accusations of celebrity queerbaiting operate from a specific definition of how to be queer and how to be queer in public, creating conditional standards for acceptability. The article about Kit Connor and his story perfectly captures my point that queerness doesn't have a specific look or timeline. Kit Connor was just 18 when he was forced to come out. Barely an adult while trying to balance rising fame, he had to deal with the backlash of having a queer character on screen while not appearing queer to be queer to the public eye. If stereotyping queerness in the celebrity world has a massive harm on their mental states, imagine how it might affect average people without PR teams and the platforms to stand up for themselves. Some people believe that there are specific criteria for authentic queerness. Some of these boxes are: there has to be a masculine and feminine role in a lesbian relationship, where one develops a more masculine role by being more dominant and by making most of the decisions. Having colorful hair, and 3, for lesbians being an adamant man-hater. While this can sometimes be true, it isn't always the case. People do not have to justify or defend their queerness, they can just be as they are. As Kit Connor said when speaking to Rowello, he was right to remind fans that these surface-level details don't point to or away from queerness, especially for queer men. Queer men don't owe onlookers flamboyance, femininity, or other outward displays stereotypically associated with queer identity. Paragraph 3. As hard as people make it for queer people to come out, people also make being out just as difficult. While being out may be liberating, it can also make you a target for discrimination. Just ask Benedict, a 16-year-old Indigenous person who used both he, him, and they, them pronouns, according to friends and family. Had been targeted by bullies at their Oklahoma high school because of their gender identity, according to Sue Benedict. Coming to terms with gender identity can be arduous in itself. Now imagine having to come to terms with the fact that, time and time again, leaders in Oklahoma have showed that they don't value Nexus life or the lives of other Indigenous and Two-Spirit, transgender, gender non-conforming plus students, said Sarah K. Ellis, president and CEO of the LGBTQ plus media advocacy group GLAAD, or GLAD. To fear for your safety every time you go to school just because you don't conform to the norms is so scary. Some people will claim that discrimination is not that bad and can be chopped up to harmless teasing. Those people are either woefully uninformed and ignorant or a source of discrimination themselves. The story of Next Benedict proves it is just that bad. And while this may not be a thing that happens every day, the queer community is still under attack. The new presidential administration has made it its mission to target the queer community, from gay marriage rights potentially getting taken away to trans women being banned from collegiate sports. The queer community faces discrimination on a daily basis. Some people can handle it, but others can't. Too many lives have been given up because they couldn't handle the bullying or the abuse. Whether it is inside or outside the community, discrimination is toxic and detrimental. No matter someone's gender identity or sexuality, at the end of the day, we are all just people deserving of kindness and respect. So I implore you to be better and do better and be kinder to others no matter their differences. And for future background, Next Benedict, I don't know if everyone's heard of Next Benedict, is the 16-year-old who died after getting in a fight with these two girls who had been picking on them for an entire year, and Next decided to stand up to them, and they got in a fight. Next got a head injury. Everyone downplayed it. The police were like, oh, you don't need to go to the hospital, it's fine. But then Next tripped the next day and collapsed and died due to injuries sustained by the fight, just for future reference. So this video was basically hoping to help those who are questioning or confused about why queer people are so reactionary to discrimination. Basically just to facilitate more understanding between different communities and share some stories about queer people. All right, guys. See you next time.